I'm CT. When I'm not busy being Arroe, the podcaster, I live in the real world. I mean, everybody has to have a job, right? Mine just happens to be C.S Customer Service. You know, solutions, relationships, while keeping your team motivated and pumped up to make a constant connection with every person who has chosen to come into your location. Episode number 119, $5,000 Void, Washcloths, and Velvet Taco Fridays. This is C.T.C.S.
Transition walk, day number 1 out of 4. The holidays are over. Just got out of an interview with NFL Hall of Famer Jerry Kramer, who was with the Green Bay Packers. God, I love talking with these legends because they bring with them lessons, things that you can plant in your modern day world. You know, those little obstacles that are in your way at your place of business. You sit down with someone like Jerry Kramer and you walk away going, you know what? I'm going to be stronger today. I'm going to be more available to the community. Yeah. Welcome to C.T.C.S.
So your little situation with the girl with the $5,000, she came back and her bank said that she could do it for up to $5,000, and it was $5,003 something.
Yep.
And she looked at me, she says, well, what am I going to do? And something in my heart said, just pay, I'll pay for it. And then she got smart-assy with me.
No way.
Yeah, because she goes, why are you guys giving me trouble like this? Nobody gives me trouble like this.
Her bank's the one giving her trouble. It ain't us.
Yeah, and so but in that split second, I was like, no, I'm not going to help you out of this one.
Oh, so what happened?
So it's just because I was really going to help her out with the $3.41, but it was just when she said, she started saying, what are we doing?
It's her cards.
Yeah.
We're willing to take them.
So but now you know what happens, and I looked at the manager and I said, I have to sign that piece of paper because it's a $5,000 void, and she goes, yep.
Oh no!
So I'm
going to
come up.
thank you. You're going to be on my report in about 3 weeks for $5,000 void, and I'm going to have to come to you. You're going to have to remind me. Remember that lady that wanted to split it up? Then I'll remember.
And you know what my mood's probably going to be?
He'll probably be thinking I'm trying to catch you doing something when I'm not.
Big day. It's always happening in this place, and that is they're always getting a new manager of some sort. And so a new one starts today. She comes from a bigger store, one that's fed with a lot of crime. So it's going to be very interesting to find out how she's going to adjust into this crowd here, because we're a little bit more laid back in the center of kind of a goody-goody two-shoe kind of village. I don't know when you're receiving this episode of C.T.C.S, but we're about ready to go into our first big, dangerous winter weekend. And they're saying that we could get 5 inches of snow, and that's still about 48 hours away. But I know that Raleigh is going to get really pummeled, and so the question is, are we going to get it here in Charlotte as well? People are buying like they're in that little snow southern fear.
Well, why does it freak you out that some people don't use a washcloth?
I've never heard of that in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like we did, and you said that you had.
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't amaze you that there's this huge portion that doesn't.
Right.
No, I'm asking.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why it changed. And my answer was it the invention of the paper towel? Because the paper towel changed everything for me.
No, I don't. I think one of us, and it could very well be me, doesn't know what we're talking about. So there are a section of Caucasian people, a big portion of white people in America that don't use washcloths when they bathe. And then that's what her and I were talking about. And
you gotta get the dead skin off.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
So it doesn't blow your mind that there's this massive group of people that don't use them?
Well, I think we should get a YouTube channel of those that don't use it, and then we go in there with our microscopics. And
oh God. I mean, well, there's got to be like. My mind is blown. Like, how are you cleaning your body? You're just using your hands? No, seriously. How are they doing it?
So they're using their hands. The roughness of their hands.
I have a friend. They really don't use them either. They have them in their house if they have guests. Because, like, if I came around, she knows I use washcloths. But they use loofahs and all that. But I'm not using no loofah on my bed and my jeans.
Yeah.
We haven't done this one in a while. A taste test on C.T.C.S. I have to do this one. Cheetos has got a brand new pretzel. What? Yeah, Cheetos has a pretzel. It's a cheddar flavored pretzel. Let me smell it. It doesn't even smell like Cheetos at all. So it makes me wonder what the pretzels are made out of. Let me give this a taste here. Oh, it's definitely a pretzel. Biting into it. No. Nope. is all out 100% Cheeto covered cheese, but it's a pretzel. Transition walk, day number 2 out of 4. Ooh, it is frigid cold out here in this forest this morning. Oh my God. A lot of rain coming our way. We're going to deal with that tomorrow because that's going to affect our shoppers. But man, I got this new thing for those of you that are in retail. And it really does help out with the pains that we have in our feet and our legs because we're on them so long. I went to Amazon to get it, but I don't even know what the name of it is. But it shoots electricity up into your legs and not only relaxes the muscles, but it kind of relaxes your blood vessels. Pretty cool thing, man. It takes about 20 minutes. I do it in the morning. I do it at night. And yesterday I actually had a pretty good day. Man, I wish I could have recorded the phone conversation. I was standing up here in customer service, and new guy Bill didn't even know I was in the building yet. So I went out to the lobby where the carts are, and I called the building, and he goes, "Well, hey, what's going on, CT?" And so in a very sickly voice, I go, "Oh man, I'm not really gonna make it today. I'm feeling like crap." And he goes, "Why would you do this to me today?" And he's getting all upset because he's going to try to, like guilt trip me to come in. And so I come walking around the corner and he sees me and I loved it. Man, his whole entire face was just as white as can be. Did I freak you out a little bit when I called?
Yeah, because I was already having a bad day. I got one cashier that everybody knows is miserable all day long, and I went and exploded on him. And then literally right after that, you called me and you're like, "Oh, hey, I'm not coming in." And I'm like, "Dude, you're supposed to be here in 1 minute and you're calling." I look up and you're standing there with the fucking phone. I was like, "You motherfucker."
Here's what happens when the entire team gets involved. As I was making my contact with the woman at the self-checkout, security went over to the left because he still heard that there were people in the store on aisle number 6. Well, she was basically a diversion to get our attention. Nobody knew that security would go around and see what else was happening on the different aisles. And we ended up busting 3 of them for stealing a lot of meat. So, that's it. You got to play their game too. If they're going to try to divert our attention, we're going to divert their attention as well. All right, it's back. Our annual Velvet Taco Friday. I'm at the restaurant right now. We're going to be doing 2 velvet tacos at a rotisserie chicken. Very crowded restaurant. So they have all the different flavors. They've got like backdoor chicken. They've got cakes. They've got pork. They've got beef, veggie, the tacos. But we're going to be doing the rotisserie chicken tacos tonight.
Little Lamar is really good.
Hey, how you doing? We created a tradition now at the store up there. It's Velvet Taco Fridays for us. So we're going down the menu. So tonight we're doing the rotisserie chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 of them, please.
Yeah, of course. I love that. So this is your second Friday.
Second Friday, yeah.
Second Friday. Awesome. Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
After the picnic chicken, are you going to go to the chicken waffle or are you going to go to the number 4, which is the national 2? Are you going to go in?
Oh, we'll probably dive into the chicken waffle. Yeah, just because we take chances and stuff up there. So.
Are you guys starting in like a
No, we're going back to the store. We're going to eat. It's customer service up there. So.
KT,
Was it KT or CT? Was this
Yeah.
three?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's me.
Transition walk, day number 3 out of 4. Very cold in this forest today, and it's raining. It's been raining all night. We're going to attempt this thing. We're going to see how far we can get. Right now it's kind of a light rain, and Jazzy is just in the mood to take this walk, and she says, "Get your ass in gear, human. You ain't going to CS with a badass attitude. You're going to CS with a clean heart." I'm loving how the new manager really gets us motivated when it comes to how much money we're making. He makes it real. We're 6 days into the brand new year, and we're already $30,000 over what we really thought we should have been making. I mean, yesterday was over $100,000, and we're really anxious that in the next couple of days here, we're going to find out if we are a $4 million store, which is absolutely freaking unheard of in this part. People are endlessly complaining about how expensive food is. It is. I understand. I'm right here in the center of it. But what I don't understand is how you complain about how expensive the food is, you leave something behind, but you never come back to get it. You paid for it, but you never come back to get it.
That's your fault.
Yeah, she came up to me and she goes, there's 3 orders there. I told you guys that I'll be right back. And I said, well, you know what? There's a lot of meat here that we were going to lose a lot of money on. And she goes, and I said, this is the only thing that I took back. And at that point in time, she goes, well, I told them, and started giving me attitude. I said, when was the last time you charged your phone all the way to the top? But then, Instacart does that.
Right.
So what'd she say to you?
She just was like, I specifically told them I was in the middle of an Instacart order and I was charging my phone. I was like, I understand that, but they're trying to make it so they don't have to throw that bid away. So
what's the guarantee?
I was like, you literally just took it back. So
yeah, because there's no guarantee she was going to come back in.
Right.
I hate Instacart. I hate them so much.
Yeah.
I'm always bitching about how the body hurts when I do my transition walk, and you got to push your way through it. What kind of things do you tell yourself to get beyond the pain?
Depending on how long I have left of doing whatever,
it's
definitely, you got this much time left. Just, you got it. You sit down. Or just like, oh, you got to go.
Yeah, it's
do
mind over matter. You hear him coming, Tim?
Yeah.
An older woman comes up to me in customer service. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. You're the only one that can help me here. I said, okay, what's up? I forgot my card at home. I can't pay for it until I get my card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park my basket here, but I'm going to take one onion home with me, but I'm going to be back to pay for the rest of the groceries. I looked at her and I said, are you serious? Yeah, I'm just going to take an onion and I'll come back. No. Well, why not? Ma'am, that's stealing. If you're not going to pay for the onion, that's stealing. Why would you say that to me? Well, I shop here all the time. No, ma'am, you can't do that. I know you'll probably come back. You leave the store and those cameras above me see me. Guess what? I'm part of it. Transition walk, day number 4 out of 4. Whew. Body aches, man, body aches. The restaurants around our area in the shopping center have taken hits because the holidays are over. People aren't going into restaurants. And yet our numbers have been record-breaking and shattering all over the place. And, it's one of those things that maybe the New Year's resolution this year was, hey, let's do some cooking at home. We don't need to go out to restaurants. I don't know what it is, but people are just buying a ton of frickin' food. And they're kind of smartening up with it, too. It's not just all the chips and all the different junk food that's so available to so many people. Anyway, got my God on today. I thought that was shared, and, it's something to live by. How many times have you found yourself saying these words? One day when, one day when I get enough money, I'll get this. Well, what we were taught today was change it, shift it, put it in this. One day when, W-I-N. One day when, not one day when, one day when.
My philosophy of helping people is first contact. You can't, pass the baton.
Well, no, right. And she made first contact, and I'm over here with all this paperwork open, and I'm reading it.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I want to bring this back, and you can tell it's a $50 item.
Oh boy,
it's something we don't even.
Oh, is it the back thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Because I just put it away.
Holy shit.
Oh, we've got trouble in paradise today. It's in the wine section. They're supposed to be getting 20% off a case of wine, and it's not coming off at all. My suggestion was go back and find out if they really did 12 bottles across that scanner, because I've been in situations like that where I only did like 11 and it wasn't coming off. So, but when it's not coming off, and this lady is pissed off. The woman looks at me and says, I have a shipped number. Shipped is like Instacart. And I go, I've never had to type in a shipped number. And she says, you don't know what the hell you're doing. I said, yeah, I do know what I'm doing. And I don't just type any number that's going into my computer because I've never been trained to do what you're saying I'm supposed to do. And she says, I've been working for this store for a long time. I know what I'm doing. I said, I'm not here to argue. I'm just telling you that in my years, I've never had to type in a number for shipped. And so she gets all upset and she goes to a different register. It's one of the situations where you go, what would you do when somebody gives you a number that you can type into the computer? What happens if it shuts down the computer? What happens if it doesn't charge her the money?
You know how when one of our employees is over there in self-checkout and they get a bad report from the mystery shopper?
Yep.
And we always talk about it?
Yep.
Something happened with that mystery shopper that you haven't told me about yet, but I just found out about it?
There wasn't a self-checkout, but yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not. What are you talking about?
Now, who got the good marks this time?
You.
I just found out from the GM. I should have found out from you.
Oh, dude, I've been out there on the fucking register all day. I'm glad he's got time to tell you, but yeah, I would have got around to it.
Yeah, next week?
No, when Mohan got here. Because he lost points because he doesn't know how to fucking...
Again?
He was at an actual cash register. He just don't know how to fucking tell them their fuel points. So.
Well, he does.
Well, they had nothing but good stuff to say about the experience.
You been riding?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you're text messaging.
Yes, I was.
Who are you texting? Your mom?
Yeah.
You're always texting your mom.
That's right.
Here's how my memory works. Because we were talking about it yesterday, because we're both cancers when it comes to the signs, that we really don't remember a lot. But the last time that I busted your texting, you were talking to your mother about going to get alcohol.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? That's what we're talking about this time too.
Are you same thing?
I was like, hey, like, I know I want this, and this for dinner on Tuesday. Is there anything else you want me to grab for you? Like, I want a bottle of strawberries. I was like, okay.
Oh, God. We actually were talking last night, Holly and I, and we wanted this employee. We're going to do everything we can to get them to leave a lot quicker. And then to hear you tell me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I went to get them, and I was like, hey, you can go home, like, almost 2 hours earlier than we were going to get her to go. And the employee's like, well, why? And I'm like, because you're not helping us.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden they're helping us.
Especially on a 143,000 projected day.
Busiest day of the week.
Yeah. It's like, man, if you can't help us, then we don't need you.
Yeah, I don't need you to go home. Like, that's fine. You want to go?
Yeah.
But, you know.
Doesn't that paint you to be a mean boss, though? Are you afraid of that?
If someone's not doing what they're supposed to be doing and my ass is out here working, I don't have a problem.
Right.
If I'm, bye, thanks for coming in, and thanks for sticking through it. So if I'm busting my ass and they're not, I'm going to get pissed off. If they're out here trying, I don't care. If they can make all the mistakes they want to make, you know who, we got somebody that's, at least they're out here busting their ass.
Final game of the season for our NFL team. We sucked. But I'll tell you what, though, people still went to the game. And then the one thing that, like from the very beginning, at 4 o'clock, when that game is over, we get hit. I mean, we jumped up $40,000 within about an hour and a half.
All right, that's another edition of C.T.C.S. Now, before we close this week, something happened in the store that very rare. You know, you listen to the radio and you hear these people that are constantly calling in and you wonder, my God, how do they hold so much knowledge on the inside of their skull? Especially a hardcore sports fan. And this guy that you're about ready to hear, it's a long conversation, but my God, this guy is a legend when it comes to those that call in on radio shows.
161.
Gray used to tell me all the time that you know a lot about NASCAR.
Yeah, that's my favorite sport.
Is it really? So what's going on with NASCAR? Where's the popularity?
It's gotten more popular as June the last 2 years. That big car come out in 23.
Yeah.
Supposed to come out 21, but when the code hit it later in the year.
Yeah. He told me that you've been on the radio and all that kind of stuff.
Who was that?
Gray.
Who's Gray?
He was that manager. You used to
is he still here?
No.
Oh, where's he at now?
He went to a different one down in Waxhaw.
I was the oldest caller in the city of Charlotte. I used to call BT, Big Way 610. I was called for 40 years. I don't call no more. I ain't been on 610 in over a year.
Really?
They went to FM on that now. They're not on AM.
Right.
So I've been listening to Yarbrough, Rosinski, and Cotton on ESPN radio.
Yeah.
Because Yarbrough was always on 610 for years.
Right. So you retired from it then?
Yeah, I haven't called in over a year.
What?
Everybody forget me. But my brother gave me a Keselowski helmet because I met Keselowski in my brother's bar. He showed in 2020. What was it called? The Irish. The Irish Hooker was called.
Yeah.
He sold it, but now he's got a new place over there on Lake Norman. My brother with the John Medinger's race car driver called Buck Yards.
Oh, that's cool.
He's doing pretty good business.
Wow.
He might sell this too if he's getting tired of working. He's 54 years old. He works 100 hours a week like you.
Yeah.
He gave me a Keselowski helmet.
Yeah.
But not a real one, a replica, but a big one.
Yeah.
And Keselowski signed it and told him give it to your brother because I met Keselowski in 018 up there. And the lady from Miller Lite took me a picture with him.
No, the world doesn't know enough about NASCAR.
Yeah,
They need you.
I'm a Ford fan. I hate Chevrolet.
I drive a Ford, so you'll like me.
Yeah. I'm going to follow my whole life. My brother knows all the drivers. He does a lot of their parties. And he got to go into Danny Hamlin's house and show me a picture here. Jordan was there, everybody. My brother knows all the drivers. And Danny Hamlin's built a 37,000 square foot house.
Wow.
Big house for Joe Gibbs.
Yeah.
There was Joe Gibbs at the Redskins game today up there in Washington because Rivera's going to be gone now. They got blown out by Dallas.
Yeah.
my favorite team, football. And Joe Gibbs not gonna come back. He's 83 years old.
Yep. Wow.
He's doing all the podcasts.
Always. Man, I'm
Everybody-
here to talk to you.
Everybody in the city knows my damn voice. I have to keep my mouth shut. I don't even call no more. I went to the wrestling last night. Friend Angela got us tickets, so we couldn't get those drinks out there at $650. Well, I couldn't fit in the regular seat. I gained so much weight. So they put us over there in the handicap seat. It was a good seat. Got to see Ric Flair. He's going to be 75 next month.
Wow.
I think that place was packed.
Where was it at?
The old Bojangles Coliseum.
Yeah.
Ric Flair was here. That thing went off at 12 o'clock. That Tony Khan, his daddy owns the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
He owns AEW. It's already worth over $1 billion.
Yep.
He was out there and they had matches till 12 o'clock.
Wow.
A lot of new people trying to make it. Mm-hmm. It was pretty doggone good. My legs went numb sitting there so long.